Right, hey, welcome back to IC82's Midnight Reviews. We're still getting through Series 4 Prologue, so I'm in the middle of the night trying to get as many done as possible so we can get them out of the way. And look what we have! Another Black 5! We only did a Black 5 a couple of videos ago in the Thames 4th Express set. And here we have a Black 5 once again. But this Black 5 is really special. This was bought for me by my little brother for my birthday 2 or 3 years ago. And when it was chipped, I gave it the number 10 because my brother's called Ben, and so I called the locomotive Ben 10. I don't think it was called Ben 10 in real life. I'm pretty sure about that. But this particular example, this model on my layout is Ben 10. So there we go. Yeah, little cute story there for you. Right, it's by Hornby. As we can see, it's a Class 5 MT, it's a Black 5. It's a mixed traffic locomotive. It can do anything. The Black 5s can do anything. Now, I don't need to, I don't need to talk about them too much, do I? Because we looked at the Black 5 in pretty extensive detail back in the Thames 4th Express video. But I will have a look at it anyway, as it's a different livery. It's a British Rail early emblem, and it's got red stripes going down the boiler, whereas the other one didn't. And I've done something quite cool with the cab too, so let's open the box and have a look. Okay, so opening the box is pretty straightforward. Here we have the tissue paper, finger in the back, carefully push it out, tender as well. Oof, bit of a tight fit. Really don't like that packaging. There we go. Okay, take the paper off, throw it to the cat. I don't have a cat, I'm a dog person. Right. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's get the rest of the packaging out of shot. Grab the tender. There we go. Hook it onto the back, just like that. Yeah, look, you can see the guy in the cab. I've put the driver and the fireman in the cab. Oh, look at this. How can you not like the Black 5? What a beautiful locomotive. Absolutely beautiful. Sprung buffers, rivets where there's supposed to be rivets, a gorgeous black and red stripy livery. Absolutely striking. I don't know if this particular example was built in Crewe, but the Black 5s were built in Crewe. They were built all over though. I mean, hundreds of them were built in Derby, Merseyside, Newcastle, and of course an awful lot of them were built in Crewe. I couldn't tell you if this particular example was or not. You'd have to check that out. But just like the other Black 5, the coal load is removable, which is great because that means we can put our own coal in and make it look dead ace. You've got sprung buffers on the back too, as well as the correct information there about how many gallons the tender holds. The livery is the early emblem British Rail livery, as you can see. There's quite a bit of weight in this tender actually, quite a lot. And I'm sure once I've done my realistic coal load, it'll weigh a little bit more, which is good. The couplings, the couplings on this particular model are not NEM. That's what's so interesting. Look, if I just put that down and I grab the other Black 5, look, we're having a reunion. School reunion, class of 2012. Well, class of 39, I don't know. Yeah, so if I grab the other Black 5, just look at the tenders. Okay, so which way round do I put them? I don't know. But if we look at the couplings, you can see that the LMS one on the left here is a NEM coupling with a dovetail connection to the tender. And then this one is a non-NEM coupling with just some sort of standard proprietary bolted on, fixed, glued, you're never going to get it off sort of connector. But apart from that, they're identical. How odd. How strange. Yeah, I don't understand it either. I don't understand it. So this LMS liveried one is NEM, and the British Rail liveried one isn't NEM. Oh well, But the locomotives are the same. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah. As I say, apart from some aesthetical differences, I just made that word up. Apart from the way they look, in terms of, you know, the livery, look at that. You see, you've got red stripes going down the tapered boiler there of the British Rail one, and you haven't on the LMS one. So apart from that, they're the same. They're the same tooling. They're going to be the same tooling, aren't they? And then there's cab detail in them both, as you can see, except in the British Rail one, I have put two little guys in the back there. I haven't painted them, but they are there, ready to be painted, I suppose. Well, they look pretty cool. So, well, what else is there to say that I haven't already said? Apart from that, I love the Black 5. The detail is excellent. It's not a 10 out of 10. It's not quite good enough to be a 10 out of 10. But the performance is. The performance of this model by Hornby is 10 out of 10. Really, really strong, really smooth, really reliable. And to just look at that linkage as it roars past the camera going slow or going fast, it's mesmerising. Absolutely mesmerising. I love these models. And I've got a DCC sound one coming up in Series 4. Courtesy of a very good mate of mine down in Cornwall. We've got a Black 5 DCC sound to look at. So, well, I think we need to, do you know, I've just thought of something. I need to chip this. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to chip the Black 5 here, the LMS one. And because Ben 10, because Ben 10 over here is already chipped, I'm going to double head them. Just like that. And I'm going to make up one gigantic passenger express train or something. A charter or something. Maybe even a freight. I don't know. But I'm going to make sure they're both chipped, double head them, and I'll do that video in Series 4. So it's probably going to be just after Christmas or sort of around New Year or something like that. I think that would look ace. In the meantime, let's put this British Railways Black 5 on the track and see how it runs. Right, so we're using this part of the layout again. There's no famous skirting board, I'm afraid. Where's it gone? It doesn't feel like an IC82 video without that. Again, because it's the middle of the night and the lighting levels are different, I want the focus to be as good as possible, and the level of light you have when you make videos really, really affects the autofocus on camcorders and things. So I've got the lamp over here, it's really, really bright, and it should look pretty good, whether you're watching this in standard def or HD or on your iPad or your phone or whatever. So let's get Ben 10 on the tracks. Oh, I really was wowed, you know. I mean, I really am thankful to my little brother for getting me this for my birthday all those years ago. It was really, really sweet. Very, very sentimental. And I love it to bits. In fact, it was the first Black 5 I ever had. Was it? Yeah, I think it was. I think it was the first Black 5 I ever had. Right. So, there we go. On the track. Really, really nice. Looks the part, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Now, yeah, she's DCC, so DCC controller on. Wait for it to do its little startup thing. Right. Number 10, select. Now, I hope it's not been changed. It has been changed. Okay. Typical. Hold down, select, put in number 10, press select again. Right, it should respond to my controls now. Yeah. Did you see how smooth that was? Can I just say, at this point, that this locomotive has not ran in, gosh, how long? 6 months? 9 months? At least that many months. That's the first time you've seen it run in all that time. And just look at that. It's as if she was parked up just yesterday. Once you put a DCC chip in one of these models, look at it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Seriously, if you're into trains, if you're into model railways, you need a Black 5. you can't say that you're into railways unless you have a Black 5. They're magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Right. Now, in the Thames Forth video, I did get a Black 5 pulling a pretty big LMS passenger train. What should I do with this one? What should I do? What would you like to see it pull? I really don't know whether I should get it to pull another freight train or a passenger train, or whether I should get it double-headed with something else and do something amazing. I don't know. So I'm going to ask you what would you like to see me do? What would you like to see Ben 10 do? Would you like to see it pull a huge express passenger? Would you like me to show you how strong it is? Would you like me to put on every single freight wagon I have, all of them, and see it pull this massive, gigantic freight train? What would you like to see me do? Leave your comment below or send me a message and I will do it in a follow-up video. For now, I'll just show you the locomotive on its own. So, I think, yep, the correct direction is set. So, take it away, Ben 10. Okay, look at this. Just look at this. Don't ever let anybody tell you that Hornby don't make good steam locomotives. Their Black 5s are brilliant. And nobody else makes them, I don't think. Well, you can get them in N-gauge, made by Dapol or Graham Farish, possibly, but Bachmann don't do a 00 Black 5. They don't, I'm sure of it. I mean, they do Jubilee class and, you know, one or two others, but they don't do a Black 5. So smooth, isn't it? It's so quiet. She's happy at slow speed or roaring around the layout at 110 miles an hour. The squeaking is just the connection between the locomotive and the tender. It just needs a bit of oil. It's just a little bit dry. Other than that, the Black 5 from Hornby. Quite simply, one of the best steam locomotives in 00 gauge that you can buy.